Happy Equinox, everyone. This is EstaRa with a message for you today. I hope you're all doing well. It is Sunday, March 19th, 2017. So normally on the equinox, I usually host a beautiful gathering on the beach, and we create a medicine wheel, actually a water wheel, to do healing of the waters and to bring in this balance of energy in the equinox, the equal day, equal night, and bring that energy in into us and then do healing. And I've actually decided to cancel it the last few days for a couple of reasons. One, my body last weekend was so bad with my back, and I'm doing better, but I feel like if I do that, I would push myself. So I canceled the outside event. But last evening I held it's been monthly now, my monthly Twinflame meditation that is local. So it was really powerful. It was one of the most powerful classes we've had in a while. And it was really interesting. So I was feeling like frequency and vibration really, really high. And I was like, I said to they're friends now because we've been together for so long. I said, oh my God, my butt is vibrating. I go, be prepared. I might be channeling. So I asked one of my friends to hold the phone and be prepared to record me. And unfortunately, the fortunate thing, she did record me. The unfortunate thing is she lost at least about a minute, I would say, at least 45 seconds to a minute of information. And it's like chopped up into two things. And I was trying this morning to splice them together in some way so that I could send it out to everybody because I really feel like it's an important message. That wasn't working. I gave up on that. So now I'm here with that message for you, and I'm going to try to sum up what came through the live channel last night. So when I say live channel, I don't know if any of you have seen me, but my previous videos before I started doing twin flame stuff, you'll see some channels from the Arcturian Masters of Light. They came through me or through the Pleiadian Emissaries of Light. I work with the Galactics. That's the team that I work with. I also work with the Archangels. Truly, I work with anybody of divine light that is willing to come in and wants to work with me and assist me. But the family of light that I feel closest to is the Arcturians. So last evening, as we were getting prepared to do our work, our meditation, I felt the frequency raise, and I was like, okay, I'm going to channel. I could feel like my energy being pulled up, and I haven't done a live channel like this. I've been doing bits and pieces every now and then for like a minute or something, but this was the longest one that I've done. Sorry, I'm moving this because it's pinching my hair. And I need all the hair I can keep. I like my hair. So I sat there and I was asking my guides, like, are you coming now? And they're like, we're coming. And so I'm like, okay. So out of my body I went, and I don't usually remember all of my live channels. That is something that I've experienced. I've been channeling for, I don't know, 11, 12 years now, probably longer, to be honest with you. I just didn't always recognize what that was. But anyway, this is like this particular type of channel. I've been channeling a lot longer than that through writing and through speaking, but not as a live portal. So I've been a live portal for about, I would say 11 years, 12 years, something like that, where I just literally allow them to use my body, and they speak through me. So I feel like I'm standing over here beside me, or I'm up on a ship somewhere, which is really cool. And for those of you who don't know very much about star being energies, they're very high frequency energy. They are here to assist us on this planet and help us to evolve into our ascension, because they want us to join in the galactic realm. The Earth. They want the Earth to be part of the Galactic Federation. And it's not that it's not part of it. It's just that we on Earth don't know that yet, and we on Earth aren't really living that yet. So this message was specific to the twin flames, and it was very specific to my group last night. So it was about this equinox and how important this was. So I listened to it just a few minutes ago. I wrote down quick little notes so that I can give you information about the channel. I'm sorry, I wish I could share the live channel with you. There's amazing light language that came in at the beginning. They were sending out a blessing to everyone. I'm going to see if my guides will come through. Actually try and pause this video and come right back. Let's see if that works. I've never done that before. Okay, I paused the video. I don't know if this is working. I'm hoping it will be. So I paused it and I came right back. All I did was went to get my crystal, Abi. This is a beautiful crystal from Egypt, from the Temple of Abydos, and I call this beautiful master Abi. It's definitely one of my guides and a channeling crystal for me. So I usually hold this when I channel. It doesn't always, I don't have to have it to channel, but I'm feeling like in order to try to pull in some of the energies from last evening, that'll be really beneficial. So I channel the Arcturian Masters of Light. That's my family of light. If you don't know or not aware, my galactic heritage, I am an Arcturian elder. So I'm an Arcturian Master of Light and an elder, and my name is EstaRa. That's why I go by EstaRa. And the my twin flame is also an Arcturian elder of the light, and his name is EstaRa. EstaRa. And ironically, EstaRa came in as one of my guides for about 2-3 years, channeling through me, giving me information. And then one day, it had been about maybe 3 or 4 months since I've heard from that particular guide, and I had taken a class of mine, a group of students with me, down to do some energetic work in another part of the country. And when I took them with me, one of my students said, "Hey, where's EstaRa? We haven't heard from EstaRa in a long time." And so EstaRa, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's true. I haven't really felt EstaRa." So I said, "EstaRa, where are you?" And EstaRa came in and said, "You can call me my twin flame now." My twin flame's human name is what they said. And I don't want to give my twin flame's name out there because I think he would really freak out if he knew I gave out all this information. But he said, "I'm now merged, and so I am him and he is me." And so I'm like, yay, that's my twin flame's highest self. So EstaRa is my beloved other half, and he's very humorous, very funny, very much like the personality that I love and know so much about him, but it doesn't always come out that way on a human level. But on a human level, it's always been like that. But then there's times where he gets really uptight and nervous that he's not really being this cool, humory, funny person. But he normally is a pretty awesome soul. Okay, so I'm enough rambling and loving and, I don't know, being enamored of my twin right now. I'll just stop that for a moment. But I hope he hears me and feels it. I love you, man. I love you. Oh, I got a little tingle back, so he did feel it. So the channel was a beautiful light language message, and I'm going to ask my guides to come through me in a little bit after I finish giving the words to you and give you the channel at the end, the message, and see if that will, if I'll be able to, redo that. I don't think I'll be able to redo exactly what happened, but who knows, maybe. Okay, so what their message was, that it is very important for the twin flames right now to be on our mission, to get on our mission. So if you are waiting for your beloved before you get on your mission, don't wait. If you are waiting because it's not time yet, don't wait. They're saying it's really imperative that twin flames get on their mission. So start to listen, start to pay attention to what your purpose is, start to look at why you're here. Not just about union, because that union is like physical union, because you're already united with your beloved. Physical union is like secondary to your mission. I know that sounds crazy because really all of us feel like, well, no, we're here to unite. Absolutely. But beyond that, there's another component, our job, our mission. And they're saying get into alignment with your mission. So if you're not already on it and you feel like, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing. And I can tell you for myself, I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to go next. I feel like where I am physically located is going to change shortly. I don't know when, I don't know where. It is March, and I was told that I would be getting more information around this time. Guess what? My birthday was 18 days ago, and you would think I'd know by now. I don't. So I'm asking spirit to guide that through me, but I also feel like because clearing had to happen, and that's what's going on right now. So they're saying get on your mission, start to align to that. Your twin will join you there. But it's very important that we start to do that. The earth needs us really badly right now. We're in crisis. So that was the first thing. I actually made notes, which you all know I don't ever do when I do these videos, which is why I'm all over the place. And it's funny, I have notes and I'm still all over the place. Ha! I love me. Okay, so let me go to other thing. They're saying they're encouraging us to keep our frequency high, the same little message they give us all the time, raise your frequency, raise your frequency, raise your frequency, but they want us to raise it in joy. So what they mean by that is they want us to play, laugh, have fun, joy, be joyful, and do what you can. And I know for myself, I've been looking for I don't know, I'm trying to call in light tribe into where I live, because where I live, I don't feel like I have a strong light tribe. I don't feel like I have a strong tribe. I have a few friends I'm really close to, but beyond that, and they're busy, they have families and they have kids, and I don't. And so I'm like, I feel kind of like now that I'm physically feeling better and I have a little more time since I'm feeling better, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. What do I do? So I'm like bringing that energy of joy out in me. So the goal and the purpose of raising your frequency and joy is to actually activate that energy of connection, magnetism. So you're bringing in your beloved. You're also bringing in your soul tribe. It's so important that we connect with our soul groups right now, because that, as I mentioned in previous videos, and particularly the last one, the reason I'm doing the twin flame meditations is not just because, oh, I want to hear my voice. It's actually because I want to bring us together. I feel like it's very important that twin flames work together, love one another, and help one another. It's not a competition. It's not like, oh, I'm going to merge with my twin and you're not. Oh, you're not there yet, or I'm not there yet, whatever. That's nothing to do with being in union and mission and of service to the planet. Our job, first and foremost, is service to the planet. Or humanity. And so, and I'm sorry, I'm itching. I have these really itchy, weird things. I just got out of the shower. It's so weird. So that's really important right now for all of us to recognize and understand that our journey is all about, joy, finding that within us, raising our frequency enough so that we can find others on that path. And it's really very powerful when you think about it, because I don't know about all of you, but even if I were, even if I'm with my friends and I have family that I can go spend time with, even if I'm with those people, I still feel like something's missing. And it's not because, I'm longing for my twin. And that, I mean, there is that piece of it, that component is there, because of course I would love to have him in my life every moment of every day. And I don't right now. But the thing is, it's more of, I feel these aren't my tribe. These aren't my people. And even with some of my friends, I love them, but they're not exactly in alignment with what I'm doing, and it doesn't mean they're not good people. They're amazing people, actually. I have wonderful people in my life, very beautiful souls, but they're not all in alignment with what I'm doing and where I'm at and where I'm going. And it's kind of uncomfortable. So I feel like doesn't really fit. So I'm putting the energy out to the universe. Tribe, come home to me, because I need you. All right. That's for all of you to say to your spirit guides too. Very important. Okay, I'm checking these off as I go. Here's another one. This was a really cool one. I'm saving the biggest one for last. The really cool one was, they mentioned to my class that EstaRa, meaning me, uses my voice often for healing and power, and to pull in my power. So a lot of times I will chant my spiritual name, EstaRa, and I will chant it really loud, actually raise the frequency of it. And they gave this to me a while back, is when I'm feeling like really out of balance, I have to use sound, because I'm a sound healer. So I use my voice for a lot. And I don't, when people think of sound healing, they think of drumming, they think of singing bowls or crystal bowls or tuning forks, or, and that's not what they're referring to in this moment. What they're referring to is our own voice. Like, what we don't realize as humans, and a lot of us have been taught that we don't have beautiful voices, because guess what? We're not on whatever that stupid show was that everybody used to watch. Oh God, America's Got Talent. I don't even know if that's the one. Nope, there's another one. I don't know. Anyway, all those shows that like promote musicians, not musicians, actually singers. There's nothing wrong with being a singer. Absolutely not. I sing all the time. But what I'm saying is that we don't necessarily if we're not feeling good enough, we don't allow our voices to be heard. And using our voice is so key, because we unlock codes with our voice. We all are sound healers. Of course, we don't all know that. But that is something that I've tuned into for many years now, and I use my voice. And that's why light language is one of my gifts, is to be able to speak it, is because I do use that frequency and that tone, and I sing a lot. So what they want you to do is sing and chant and talk to your beloved. Use your voice to connect to your beloved. And you can just talk with your beloved, but they're telling me singing it comes in as a tune. It comes into a softness and a gentle wave into their energy frequency. So it actually infiltrates them easier and better, rather than being in your, I'm just getting another message. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget it. Rather than being in your head, or thinking about what you're saying, just sing. There's a lot of times I'll be in the shower and I will sing my beloved's name, and I'll be like, I'm looking for you, I'm loving you. And I'll sing these words out of nowhere. Like, they'll just come, and I just play whatever's in my mouth or whatever's in my head just comes out of my mouth. And I just sing. So I sing to him a lot, actually. In human form, he'd probably be like, okay. And actually, years ago when we first met, I remember him calling me a lot during the day, and he would be singing in this, or I'd call him and he'd answer his phone, and he would be singing in his car, or he'd be singing, and he'd finish the tune as he answered. And I would be like, oh my God, you're singing. He's like, yes, because you make me so happy and I'm filled with joy. And I remember saying, okay, I think that's so beautiful. Don't give up your day job. Well, let me tell you, I wish I didn't say that to him. I was doing it sarcastically and jokingly and wittingly because we were very witty together. But the truth is, I don't want him to stop singing. I love when he sings. It's actually beautiful. And yes, is it music to my ears? Not always, but it is music to my ears. It's music to my heart, you know. And so your voice is music to your beloved's heart, whether you've met him or not, whether you talk to him or not. And I say him, I'm just using that because I'm talking about male, female, because of me and my beloved, he's a he. But whoever your twin is, they're going to want to hear your voice. They're going to want to feel it. And if you're singing to them, it's bringing that energy in. Another way that you can do it is chanting. So I used to do this all the time. I used to chant. I had chanting as part of my morning routine years ago. And I used to chant. I would visualize him right in front of me, and I would pretend I was holding hands. I would imagine in my mind I was holding his hands like this. And he would be right in front of me. We would chant that tone, those chants together, the mantras. And it was really beautiful. And it's funny, I haven't done that in a really long time. And it's prompting me to get out my chanting CD and pop it in my vehicle when I leave today, because I'm going out for a little while. And I'm thinking that is probably important for all of us, is to just sing and chant. So last evening after the channel, I'm not done with all the information, but after all the channel, one of the mantras they had playing in my head over and over, I ended the channel, and we did, as a group, we chanted together. And it's the chant is Om Kama Pujitaye Namaha. Om Kama Pujitaye Namaha. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll find the chant. So it's Om, O-M, Kama, K-A-M-A, and then Pujitaye Namaha. I don't know how to spell that, but type in Om Kama and it might come up with a Om Kama and then a P. And we all chanted it, and oh my gosh, the frequency was so intense. By doing it as a group, it was so powerful. And I'm beginning to think I might throw chanting into our beautiful meditations in the future, because it's very important. It raised our vibration, but it also like helped us connect in a way that was magnificent. And it helped me to see my beautiful beloved right in front of me with this amazing energy dancing between us with just my singing. And it's funny, like I said to you, I sing to him all the time, but I haven't done it where I have my eyes closed. I haven't done the chanting piece in a long time, because usually when I chant with him, with my eyes closed and picturing him in front of me, it's like this magnificent energy comes in. So I'm just, wanting to suggest that to you, because my guides strongly encourage. They're saying, yes, they strongly encourage voices to be used and heard. Another thing, too, that when I do a lot of my meditations, I make it interactive where you have to repeat words out loud. That is specifically because you are speaking and commanding to the universe and to your highest self and to all beings that this is who you are powerful, this is what you're commanding to happen. So our voice is so important. Is it a wonder that our throat chakras have been blocked for eons? Eons and eons and eons. I mean, if any of you know about like being hung as a witch or from past lives, burned at a stake, it's from speaking. It's not even from speaking. It's just being who you are. So your throat chakra here is all about expression, right? It doesn't have to be from words. It doesn't have to be sound. It doesn't have to be voice. It could just be through creativity, art, magic. And a lot of us have been persecuted for that. So you really want to like tune into that. And it's funny, before I came on to do this video, I was really guided to wear my aquamarine necklace, by the way, that I made a while back. I really wanted an aquamarine necklace, couldn't afford it. It's expensive. So I bought the beads and I made them myself, and I love it. And it just carries this frequency. I love. And I was guided to put that on just before doing the video. So throat chakra, important. Speak out loud affirmations. Speak out loud what you want. And my newest affirmation, I recently gave this to probably 2 of my clients this past week. And the mantra was, I am safe and I am loved. And it's funny, on my computer, I always cover my camera after I'm done with it. So on there, I always put a little slip of paper from an old calendar I had that had affirmations on it from, years ago. And I cut out the affirmation and I tape it up there. And so this particular one is, it feels good to know that I am safe and I am loved. And I have to tell you, that energy of I am safe and I am loved is kicking up wherever I don't feel safe. And it's showing me where I feel unsafe, where I feel unloved. Now, on the surface, that seems scary. And why would I do that? Why would I want that to happen? Well, of course, I need to see where it's coming from so I can clear it and remove it out of the way. So that's just another tidbit for you. Okay, on to the next thing. I really want to make sure I cover everything. I don't want to make it too much longer because I know you all have some beautiful days, things to do in your day, and I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know I promised to do cards. I'm hearing you promised to do them cards for them. I didn't do them. I'm not doing them right this moment. I may do them with you tomorrow, maybe even later today. But at this moment, I'm not doing them because I'm feeling this message is more important. Equinox energy is all about balancing. Okay, and every equinox is about balancing the divine masculine, divine feminine. So important at this time. So one of the things that they really want us to recognize and do, and I'm having back pain, so forgive me for moving around so much. The thing they really strongly encouraged us to do yesterday was it kind of changed my whole direction of my class. It's funny, I don't usually plan the class. I go by the intuition of it. So I in tune to whatever everybody in the class is feeling, and I raise my frequency, see what they need. While we're doing some clearing, I usually see what's going on, and then that's how I guide the class. Well, last evening, they kind of guided it for us. So they were very clear, the Arcturian Masters Elite were very clear that it's very important as twin flames to release pain and suffering and drama, the waiting we've had for our twins. Any pain, suffering, drama, anger, resentment, bitterness, frustration over the length of time in this life it's taking us to come together, particularly in this life. Now, that they're saying that about this life particularly because it's so important. A lot of us are holding that in us. A lot of us are, we've come across people in our lives that, for I don't know about all of you. I don't know the length of time each one of you have been in, but I've been in this journey with my beloved. I've known him since 12 years now. It'll be 12 years in May. So 11 in whatever, 3/4. I'm not quite sure how we would do that. I'm not good about that whole thing, but we've known each other for over 11 years, and it's been long, and I'm frustrated, and I want out. I want to run away. I just want something new. I want to have a relationship. I want a life. I want everything. Because ever since I've known him, I've not wanted all that stuff with anybody but him, and there's been a lot of pain and a lot of suffering that I've carried. And so one of the things that they were really clear about that they wanted us to do is funny. As soon as I was talking, it just went toot, toot, toot. So they were very clear that it's important that at this point, before we move into this full energy of the equinox, is to really use this equinox energy to clear away the pain, trauma, suffering, anger, resentment, grief, sadness, loss. They're giving me more words. Betrayal, distrust, those types of things that you've been holding on to, particularly with relation to your beloved. So from this lifetime, from previous lifetimes, we've had a lot of crap with them in the previous lifetimes as well, because other lifetimes, there's often been tragedy involved with a relationship like ours. There's often been pain and suffering with a relationship like ours. So that's really important right now, is to pay attention to that. And so what they had us do is, after I finished the channel, I handed out paper to everybody, and I said, okay, I don't want you thinking. I just want you writing whatever comes to you about releasing. What are you ready to let go of? What no longer serves you with regard to pain, suffering, and drama? Whatever that could be. Everybody has a different length. Like, one person, I think, finished in a few minutes, and I kept going. I was just making a mess. I did a page and a half of information, and I was ready. I actually felt that. It was really magnificent. So I'm going to suggest for all of you, write down all those things that you've been waiting, that longing, that pain, that suffering you have, waiting for your twin to show up and waiting for them to do their part, because there is anger inside of us. And a lot of us, we get to a point, we've been on this journey a long time. So a lot of our friends don't want to hear it anymore. They don't want to know about this person. They're like, give up, move on. Even some of the people that I used to rely on that were really supportive and loving to me about holding on, and actually they would actually be his cheerleader, hey, wait for him, he's coming, I know he's coming. In the last few months, I've noticed they've given up, and I've noticed in direct way of how they speak with me about it. They either don't ask me about him, or they don't ask if anything's new, they don't offer any support in that direction. And it's okay. I don't expect them to be all that for me, but they are my friends, and you kind of want that. You need a little bit of extra help. And and you know, I am human, so I need to be able to vent and feel like crap about things too. But when you're not always in the happy place, not everybody wants to hear it. So a lot of us have just stuffed down those pains, you know, the suffering. And I know I have. And in the last, I would say, month, a lot has been purging from me. So if any of you have been on the receiving end of hearing what's going on in me, I'm sorry, because it probably was like, blah. It was probably like just dumped on you in a way. It wasn't dumped on you, but it was like thrown out of me, and you all received it. So I'm sorry. That's been a big deal. Like that's been surfacing for me. And so yesterday was an amazing opportunity to be able to write all that down. So what I did afterwards, we folded it and then we went outside and we burnt it. And it was so amazing and absolutely a beautiful thing, because I do a lot of releasing rituals with fire. And often when I do them, particularly in the Northeast, it's cold this time of year. So when I do a lot of the releasing rituals, a lot of times it takes a while to get things burning, or the wind will blow it out. All that stuff happens. It gets too much moisture in the air, and the matches won't light. And one thing I learned a long time ago is it will work if you're really ready. No matter what, every spirit energy will come in and assist you to let it go, if you're really true to yourself and wanting to release it. If you're not, it takes longer and it takes more of an effort to get rid of it, because again, you're trying to push it out of you. So what's funny is the first try, it just set up on fire. It was amazing. And they burnt the way the papers burnt, because I have them fold them up into like a quarter, so into quarters. And so as we burned them, they burnt like flowers, just like flowers opening. It was so freaking beautiful that I wish I could share with all of you how magnificent it looked. And it went quick. It was probably the quickest releasing ritual I've ever done. And we did this beautiful forgiveness thing as we were burning, just to remind ourselves that we love ourselves and to love our twin. And so that's a way of getting rid of that energy. I have to tell you, I woke up this morning feeling more optimistic than I've ever felt. And mind you, there's every morning in the last month, I've not woken up optimistic. I have my moments, obviously, but I hadn't really been waking up this way. And I feel really optimistic today. I don't know what this future holds, but I know it's going to be good. And I feel it. I feel it for all of humanity. And I feel like, you know, the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, the Galactic Federation, all of them, and the Ascended Masters, everybody who's here with me at this moment, because I feel them, they're all here to help us, because they know how important we are to humanity's future, and to bringing in the love. We're not just here to bring love, we're here to bring balance about the masculine and feminine energies. So here is the time, and here is now that we are here for it. So I want you all to like recognize that you are exactly where you're meant to be at this moment in time, and use it wisely. Use this equinox energy. It's in your favor to release and let go of what no longer serves you. And what I ask that you do is get into your heart. Like I had my students, when I had channeled my class, when I had channeled, we were really in high frequency and in our heart center, so it was easy to go into that place and remove and let go of. So I ask that you do that if you're not already there, to please do that, because that will benefit you in a way that you'll be very grateful. Okay, what else did I want to tell you? Let me make sure I got everything on my little list here. Oh, last thing, do not give up. Okay, I'm so weird, I know. Okay, yes, I feel there's this funny little thing that my guides are sharing with me. They're reminding me that during my class, so I'm teaching a class that is it's not necessarily just for it's not for twin flames. It's for anybody. So twin flames are on it as well. And the class is 45 days of releasing negativity. So one of the things that I want to share with all of you is I actually found that whenever I get upset with myself, I've been changing it to I love me. So in case you hear that a lot in my videos, or you hear that when I talk to me or talk to you, oh my God, when I talk to myself, you'll hear me say that. You'll hear me say, I love me. And sometimes it's to cover up the negative thought that was going in my head, or other times it was just because I really do love me. I do love me. I mean, we all have to love ourselves. And if we don't, that's like the first primary focus on this planet as little beings. We need to fall in love with ourselves. So I say little beings. I don't mean children. I mean, we are little beings compared to the grand scheme of things. So falling in love with yourself is so key, and do whatever you can to love you. So feel you are safe and feel you are loved. That's very important. And as you do that, do not give up. Do not give up. My guides are funny. They're laughing at me right at this moment as I say that. Okay, so we have Abby with me, and let's do we're gonna do a little channel for you. Before I go, Yes, they're reminding me of a couple of things. So I want to share with you again in this video. There'll be a link again for the twin flame meditation that was performed on March 12th, 2017. It's actually really powerful. I've gotten some really great feedback from some people who've purchased it after it was done, and from people who actually used it or were on the meditation with me at the time that I had done it. So I'm making that available to all of you because I feel like it's really important. If we can all just connect with each other, the power and energy in that meditation was so powerful because we came together. I'm going to be hosting it again. The next one will be April 11th of this year. So next month will be April 11th. That's the full moon. So my plan is to have it on the full moon. So it's a weekday this time. It'll be a Tuesday, I believe. I'm not actually positive because I have to look to confirm, but that's what I'm hearing in my head, and my guides are telling me I'm right. So we'll go with that. April 11th will be the next one. I'll be sure to make sure information is in there. If you're not on my mailing list, please try and send me an email. My email is april@soulstarhealing.com, or you can do EstaRa at soulstarhealing.com, but I would use April for now because I don't think EstaRa, it might not be set up to come into my inbox. It might be though. And you can also go to my webpage, oh my gosh, my website. I'm getting into the frequency. It's changing my mind. My vibration's going up, so I'm not thinking like a normal person anymore. If you go into my website, soulstarhealing.com, you'll find ways to click onto mailing list and services I provide, all kinds of stuff like that. I have a beautiful soul that is helping me change my website and create this beautiful thing for my future because I needed a lot of help, and they offered to help me, and I'm so blessed and grateful. And as soon as it's completed, I'm going to give the person all the credit in the world and just let everybody know so they can contact her to set up their site if you need help. And what else? Anything else I need to say? My guides are so good. They're like always helping me out. All right, so let me just get into the space because I am going to do a light language. So if you have a moment, and wherever you are, if you're in a place where you can close your eyes, I ask that you do, just to kind of receive it. Be with your palms up and just receive this energy. So let me move the microphone away because I don't know if it's going to be loud or not. And hopefully I'm not too loud and the microphone is okay. Again, I'm having weird things again with my computer. Okay, let's see. Akarin mataki shoto payene kadere wakai na ta zokaresha tai manano ko satyaka monatai patakashidor manana kadero paratomi a o pai ka ira paratomi ira parata urbaritata uriptata ubaritata ubaritata come dicevo terapete bodo paki terapato marani na kotero parisho menata o kopaita a kopaita kayena mana urbarita to koshata yama onona na podoria ijido vada iko na jeta te pakai senamana no diti Bokaya, bokaya, bokaya. Umarakaya namanaya. Onamakaina mania. Omananaki yamana. Isaka shudopaika zertayaka. So it is. Wow, the vibrational frequency just like rose greater, and it's even more vivid in here and overwhelming to my eyes. It's like brighter than it was just seconds ago. I don't know if it is on my thing, but I'm very bright right now. So I send you lots of blessings of love. Please use this equinox to your benefit because it is in your favor. What is it that they say in Hunger Games? May the odds be ever in your favor. They're in your favor right now. They're in the favor of twin flames. They are here to assist us. The energies and all the powers that be, meaning the beautiful galactics, the ascended masters, our angels, the archangels, the Elohim, they're all here now to assist humanity to raise frequency, but more particularly to assist twin flames to come together in physical union and clear away any karma, any baggage that must go. So please do not be afraid and recognize and know that you are exactly where you need to be and allow the energies to come through you. So I send you so much love. And I wish you many blessings. Oh, and drink a lot of water after that last little light language bit because I felt like that moved through people. Namaste. So much love. Blessed union to you.